of you in that ship. And there's my socials there. You can join my Discord or send it to me via email. But the reason why I ask you to send me a replay is so that I can give you feedback, direct feedback on your play of the shiny new ship that you just won, so I can help put you on the right path for greatness. So all we need from you, Flint, is going to be your in-game name and your server. Clint, sorry, not Flint. I saw Flint earlier. So all we need from you is your in-game name and server.
Okay, Caduce, are you handling that part? Cool. I'll just start the next one then.
Let's start the next one, yes.
Zaf, I'm gonna need a new goal.
I'm thinking 50 pounds for this next one. This will be the Boom Shakalaka of the Tier 8 Russian premium carrier that is totally balanced and totally going to be up for sale forever.
Totally fine. Don't worry, guys.
Totally
it's
fine.
Russian.
Totally
fine.
fine.
Am I right?
Totally fine. Totally fine. This thing's got Tier 10 aircraft. Tier 10 aircraft, ladies and gentlemen, in a Tier 8 carrier like the Saipan, but unlike the Saipan, it actually can be used to do damage to the enemy and destroy them. It's a ridiculous carrier, can be in your hands very easily. All we need is 50 pounds donated between now and when we do our drawing to trigger it. So we need to be at 310 British pounds.
Tier 8 Russian Sky Satan.
Sky Satan, yes.
Satan doesn't. Satan does not. Satan does not. That's an understatement.
You know what? I'm sorry for insulting Satan, okay? I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez. That's spicy. Alright, so,
we have Gold Ducat in the Discord. That's awesome. That's awesome. Huge fan, Gold Ducat.
So, of course, Neustrashimy. This is a very different take on the Soviet destroyer, actually. This is
yes.
So, what's the strength of the Neustrashimy? The zombie heal, and the fact that it has the same concealment as a Shimakaze on a Russian destroyer.
I forgot to take a screenshot, so I'm gonna have to take that real quick while you're talking.
Yeah,
but yeah, the concealment is fantastic on this ship.
5.6 kilometer concealment. You do have the same torpedoes as an Udaloi. 2 principal racks, both mounted amidships, 10 kilometer range, 65 knots. However, they do have the same average damage as, like, the same amount of damage as, what is this?
Oh, you're gonna take a torp. Free cam is not bugged in random battles, in clan battles, and ranked battles. If you look at my post on the CC Discord Painter, training room battles. It's bugged on training room battles.
Oh, free cam, okay. And notice that Harley took a torpedo there, but look how much health she can recover. That's the benefit of the Neustrashimy's heal. It recovers 1% of your hit point per second over, what is it, 20 seconds? So you can... It's an Ellen torpedo, so even though you took torp, lost a third of your health, you can just recover that. Neustrashimy also has a fairly large toolbox to use. It has DFAA, it has a heal, and it has an engine boost. It also has Soviet guns. Yeah, it's only... But because of that heal, you can take extended fights against hybrid destroyers, PM, and you can even win those. Don't go around expecting to take a gunfight with something like a Java, though, because you are going to lose very hard.
Hey, kittens need ships too, okay? Kittens need ships too.
This one.
So, just based upon the torpedoes that entered the cap, those 2 sets of 3, and based upon how much damage those torpedoes dealt, that has definitely got to be the Ellens.
No, Cthulhu, I wish.
Now, you do outspot the Ellens by 200 meters. You have 5.6 versus the Ellens 5.8. So, that spotting advantage allows you to stay in this cap, and the Ellens confused. Like, okay, he's got you radio located, but you also have him radio. So you have a really good idea of where torpedoes may or may not come from.
Yep. So,
you're peeling in and out again.
The way that you want to play this ship is really like a Shimakaze. You don't use your guns except in a defensive positioning. you want to make sure that you're kiting away. You want to make sure that, you know, you're not taking Luckchuck torpedoes by doubling back into the way that you were going.
Or Ellen torpedoes.
So what you did just now was you just went in front of the direct line of sight from the Oland to your battleships, which obviously he's going to torpedo. Now you're going to hit him here. Note that you did not... No, you did get some... You get some defense. Okay, good. You got some defense. You could slow down here and smoke up. And...
Actually, maybe not, because of the fact that the Ellen's gun range is so low that he's moment... yeah, look, he went unspotted. That means the battleship...
The reason I wanted her to slow down and smoke up is because she's got nobody to help her. Look at her Amagi, her Brandenburg... Everybody, the Hollina, that's Tedster, that's you!
Tedster! Whoa.
Tedster, why are you hiding behind an island, Tedster?
It's an island, dude. It's an island.
Ouchie.
Oh, caught, live. I gotta ping him.
Oh my god.
God dang it, Tedster. Come on,
okay, never mind, you're here. But anyways, the point I'm making is that nobody can shoot the Oland, so what's it matter if Harley's keeping the Oland smoking, or spotted? I think the idea of breaking that concealment and coming back around makes perfect sense. I think this was played quite well here.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying now.
It would be different if there were 2 or 3 teammates that could shoot the Oland at the same time, right? Then absolutely keep it spotted. But why fight by yourself? Why 1v1 it? And plus, I mean, there's friends on the enemy team. There's other enemies that could support the Oland. So
yeah, especially the KSE div that just pushed in as well too. So
oh, you're a Magi friend. Okay, I got you, Ted. No worries. We're just messing around, by the way. You know, it's all good.
It's all good, man.
You could shoot over the island. Oh, okay. That's right, Game Prodigy. Damn right. Hey, by the way, good to see you. Thanks for sticking around. I saw you earlier. Didn't get a chance to say hi. Hi.
So now Harley's moving toward B cap. Smart play. Your team is down on caps, and you need that point income. So what you're doing is very smart. Moseying over to B cap. Of course, there is a Shiratsuyu, but you outspot the Shiratsuyu and you beat gunfights, and you have that super heal. So even if he does damage to you, you just recover. So this is a fight you can definitely.
Yep. However, I like the idea to leave C cap. You're not going to do anything there.
Yeah, however, I would try to be careful to keep that island between you and the Friedrich de Grosser, because that is still Friedrich de Grosser. It does have secondaries, so if you get spotted by the Shiratsuyu, which you will because you'll be firing at it, the best thing to do is to stay on the stay out of the line of sight of the Friedrich de Grosser and at the A cap, so you essentially preserve your hit points in that duel.
That's right. I paused the game for a second. You found some tequila. Oh, nice. There you go, Ben. I paused the game for a second because Tedster said, my question, how am I supposed to play the game now? Dude, Tedster, I'm looking at the minimap. You play the game by hitting W. And what are you afraid of?
I literally just W at this point. You have a Kutuzov, you have an Ellen's, and a... Like, what else is going to stop you? The Ellen's?
Kutuzov, Flandre, Oland, North Carolina. Hit W.
You're Brandenburg.
Go in there.
Go in there.
Tell your friend that you're coaching to come behind you and just follow you in. If you want, you can say, hold my beer while you're doing it. And just go, because Oland is just going to tickle you with the torpedoes anyways. Kutuzov will be a problem, but you going in will probably force him out. North Carolina will probably sit there and start reversing, so you can torpedo him in the face. God,
yeah,
3 battleships in 1 grid square.
That's...
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Yeah. You're literally making yourselves easy targets for that. And the Kutuzov, literally.
Yeah. All right, so getting back to what Harley's doing here. Now, Harley's in the middle. She's capping. She's got radio location telling her it's directly in front. All right. I wouldn't blow your torpedoes like this.
I wouldn't. The Frigid Grocer does have Hydro, and based upon his move, it suggests to me that he's either going to go full speed, which means your torpedoes are going to miss, or he's going to reverse, which also means your torpedoes miss. Now, the Shiratsuyu's popped up, and taking the gunfight's good, because you want to eliminate that. I also like that you're turning away from the Shiratsuyu and the Frigid Grocer.
Did you notice the Helena just YOLO charged the North Carolina? Another example, like, had you guys hit W earlier, Ted, that North Carolina would be looking at you, not the Helena. Who knows? Maybe. Might have saved the Helena. Do we care about it? I don't know. You're down 3 ships at this point.
Actually, come to think about those torpedoes in the Frigid Grocer look.
They look great. 3 hits. 2?
Yeah.
2. Sad.
2 hits.
2.
Now, one thing I should note about the Neustrashimy is that torpedoes do hit harder than average compared to most Soviet destroyers. Most Soviet DD torpedoes hit about, 14k to 15k at the high tiers. Neustrashimy hits for 18k. So that's a nice little bit of extra damage you do get with the Neustrashimy torpedoes.
Right. You can touch him. You're going to take some fire, Ted, to do it, but you can get in there. And I'd argue between Brandenburg, Minnesota, and Amagi. I mean, if the Kutuzov's got IFHE, he'll show up the Amagi. He won't show up the Minnesota, and he won't show up you as much. So why not go for it, in my opinion? Especially because you're down by 2 ships now. You have no caps. It's time to make something happen. I think it's time for the big plays. I also pause this for a very important reason. Harley, look at the mini-map right now. You've got a Z-44 coming into your area. You're looking at the FDG. Granted, you just triggered the DCP on the FDG, so you might be thinking about getting fires, but you gotta watch that Z-44. Let's see what happens. See, you're shooting. Oh, you saw the Z. Okay, and now you're looking. Now you're looking. Shiratsuyu's up. Shiratsuyu's up. Shiratsuyu's up. Shiratsuyu's up.
Shoot the Shira. Shoot the Shira. Shoot the Shira. Z-44 can wait.
Too late.
Ah, come on.
So a little bit of tunnel vision there. You shot the FDG, and then you looked at the minimap as you shot. You looked at the Z-44. You locked onto the Z-44. You missed the opportunity for the Shira. At this point, just back off a little bit. The problem is where you're going to back off to.
You got an island in front.
Because you got an island. Well, there's an island in front of you, but there's also enemies in C-cap. So you don't have a lot of room to maneuver here.
If you'd killed the Shiratsuyu, you could have given yourself a bit of room to maneuver, because you essentially forced the Z-44 to smoke up. However, had you killed the Shiratsuyu, you could have essentially and broken contact and sight with the Grocer, which also negates spotting for the
Yep. Okay, I don't like this decision to turn back away. If I were you, I would turn deep into B right now. You want to isolate the Shiratsuyu on the other side of the island while nobody else can shoot you, because going north to sea is not going to save you at this point.
Because the
and Grease Monkey, thank you for the follow. And also, Lord Vices, thank you. Is it Vices or Vices? Vices, isn't it? I should know that.
Really still don't know it's Vices.
Okay, how many times do we think I say Vices out loud?
I don't know. How many times?
You said it 3 times already.
Oh, there's a Z. There's a Z.
Yep. He's shooting the Z. And also, Hopscotch, thank you for the follow. I think I forgot to call you out earlier. This was your I don't know where to go moment. Well, that's understandable because your team is kind of out there. So now, you can shoot. The problem is you've got an Iowa. He doesn't have a shot on you. Okay. And you're looking at this as an exit. Okay. You haven't reacted to the torpedoes that have been detected.
Shiratsuyu torpedoes right on your flank, and
Is
one
Kava
other
hard
thing
to grind? No, I love the Kava. I love the Kava line. I love the gunboat Russian line. Oh look, you have a Flandre right in front of you.
Oh no,
Guys, our first death pick of the stream. It's only taken us 5.5 hours, but we got our first death pick. Thank you, Harley.
Huh.
Torpedoes are delicious. I often eat them. Lol.
So, while the death pick's going on, a couple of things I do want to note. A little bit of misplay and mismanagement of heals. You could have afforded to take a little bit of extra damage and then triggered your heal once you've disengaged from the Z44. The other thing is, I would have full committed to fighting that Z44, getting up close and personal, and taking that trade. And then I would have gone after the Shiratsu. And also the smoke. I would have saved that smoke for after you'd killed both the Z44 and the Shiratsu. I would have just stopped shooting and just disengaged. And then, like, that's just based upon, you know, Harley, what you did, like, right the moment the Z44 and the Shiratsu got spotted. Alternatively, you could have shot the Shiratsu, and then and then let the Z44 smoke break line of sight you, then loop back, and then dealt with the Z44. You would have been free to do whatever you wanted with the Flandre afterwards.